Most of you will have heard of the Gender Recognition Reform Scotland Act that was introduced to the Scottish Parliament not so long ago. It was a piece of legislation that allowed people to self-identify and to change their gender legally, so long as they self-ID'd as what they wanted to change to. It was passed by the Scottish Parliament, but thankfully struck down by the UK government. But what I want to talk about is Labour's role in all of this. The Labour Party, led by Slippery Sarwar, whipped all of his MSPs into voting for this piece of bad legislation, despite having numerous warnings from numerous charities that it was a piece of bad legislation. I mean, this law literally allowed men, so long as they self-identified as women, to be placed in women's prisons. Now, the fight back against this piece of legislation was immense. Numerous women's charities joined arms outside the Scottish Parliament and inside the Scottish Parliament to make their voices heard. And the opposition led the case of the male prisoner who was charged in a court and subsequently changed his gender by self-ID and was placed in a women's prison, something that should never have happened and should never happen again because it risked the safety of every single female prisoner in that prison. But that's just the start of the road. When your politicians can't define what a woman is, and there's now the possibility that Labour might get into government in Scotland, believe me, if Slippery Sarwar gets anywhere near Bute House, we'll all suffer.
Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk and we might be seeing you on this very channel very soon indeed.